Welcome to your daily focus for July the 5th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now we'll turn to the cards and see what they have to reveal about the energy that surrounds us and how to use it in a positive light. And look what flies out. The star. The star flies out. A 17. The star is making the impossible possible, or feeling like you can. You're on top of the world. You feel the spirituality within you, and you also feel the groundedness. You could very easily. You can become very balanced under this energy. This is making the impossible possible. This is not only using all of your senses in order to do that, but your sixth sense as well. So tapping into your intuition, your sage wisdom, and bringing it together as one. So that sounds very easy and romantic almost, but it's very hard for us to consciously pay attention to our intuition and our higher wisdom and believe in it enough that we believe in ourselves enough to go forward to create the life we want, or become the person we want to become, or create our love in a certain way, or a certain somebody, or a thing. So yes, we can make the impossible possible today. We can see how to do that. Now, whether or not we believe in ourselves enough to actually take those steps, well, that's where your intuition and your sage wisdom comes in. We could be feeling very strong today. I think we have the sun trining Jupiter today. It's exact today. So we should be feeling on top of the world. I should have just picked a card here. We have two. The Six of Cups. Oh, and the Four of Cups. Well, we could be looking backwards today and understanding where we should have been grateful and we weren't grateful, and now look at where we are. And wow, that part of our life was really special, and I didn't think it was all that great. But now I wish I could go back there. So remember, when you have nostalgic periods, and we have a lot of the planets in retrograde, so it's quite possible that we are being pulled backwards today. And I think Mercury and Mars are opposing each other, and Mars is in retrograde. So Mercury wants to go, 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 and Mars is going, well, me too, but we have to look at this. We have to understand where we weren't grateful of our situation and how we could have actually pushed ourselves forward during that time. And how we need to be grateful around what surrounds us now. The people, the situations. And knowing, even if it's good, bad, or ugly, that it is allowing growth in our life. It is allowing experience in our life. And gaining some wisdom. And sometimes it's not really what's good or bad about your life, but your perception of if it's good or bad. We tend to label everything. If it's not good, then it has to be bad. If I'm not happy, then I have to be sad. So how are we labeling ourselves, our lives, our emotions, our challenges, our situations? Are we saying, oh, I have to go to work this morning? Are you saying, I get to go to work this morning? And that means that I'm going to get a paycheck. And that means I can buy the things I need to buy. I can provide for my family. I can buy that cool, shiny object for myself. That toy. That car. I can put a down payment on a house. Are you saying, oh, the car needs gas again? I can't believe this. I can't even afford to drive this hunk of junk. Instead of, I do have a car that gets me from A to B. And so long as I have this card that gets me from A to B, I can do things at my own speed, at my own time, in my own way. I have control, I have an independence. So fill her up, baby. Let's put those cards back in, and I guess I better cut these cards before we're here for hours on end with cards flying out and messages coming through for our day. So it is potent energy. I mean, yesterday just kind of blew me right away with the cards that came out. Let's see what we got today. Our first card is, oh, the Four of Cups is back. A lack of gratitude today. Of seeing the beauty, seeing the magic that surrounds us, that's within us. Are we taking things for granted? Are we taking people for granted? Are we taking situations for granted? And how can we take those people or challenges or situations or environments and allow them to work for us in a way that moves us forward, that supports us? And do we give back that support, that love, that strength in some way? Is it a two-way street? Where are we not being grateful? Where are we overlooking the beauty and the magic in our life? Perhaps the comfort, perhaps the love that is available to us if we reach out, if we acknowledge it. Our second card is the Ace of Wands. Now, whenever an ace appears, it means that it is a path that we have not yet stepped upon, but is awaiting our presence. Now, it is in the conflict area. So as much as we think that we're going to jump into these new beginnings, chances are we're not today. So, just kind of ground yourself. Go with the flow. Don't get too upset when things don't come together like you thought they would today, or certain people were going to do things in a certain way that was going to move you forward. Because chances are you're not going to see that step forward today into some kind of new beginning, into some kind of new start. So just go with the flow and enjoy the moment. And you know what? If by chance you do step into that path, then so be it. But don't expect it today. And the Four of Swords. Four of Swords says we need to unplug. We need to recharge. We have a solar eclipse coming up soon. And we want to rest, recuperate, recharge, meditate, pray, reflect. You want to see yourself as the warrior who's coming off that battlefield. That warrior who always had to be alert, on edge, not eating properly, not sleeping properly, worry, fear, anxiety. Pulling up courage where you thought there was none because you had to get through it. And realize that you are ready to emerge into a new beginning, a new path of your choosing. Start imagining it. Start hearing the birds singing in the trees. Slow down. Start hearing the children playing in the park. Slow down. Look around. Love the things that surround you today. Appreciate the things that surround you today. It's going to do so much for your energy when you need to move forward, when you can move forward, when you are ready to move forward, when that path does appear. So prepare yourself. Let's get an affirmation card. So I always put the names of the decks in the little description box underneath. So, as well as some meditations you can do, and links to different parts of who I am. So this is the Good Tarot. The first deck is the Witch's Companion, and then we will be going to our higher intuitions, which I like to refer to as our animal cards. And we have the Six of Fire. The Six of Fire appears, and it states, stepping into the limelight, being an enlightened influencer. Being an enlightened influencer. I generously model my transformation so it may inspire others. I put my light atop a hill so it can shine forth, helping others to find their way. I remain aware of the shadows and people who have trouble basking in the warm light of higher awareness. I bless them, but I do not dim my own beacon. It's time to renew my trust that I am contributing to the highest good of all in my own unique way. Are you raising a family? Then you are making the next generation strong, beautiful, courageous. Do you go to work each day and perform a service? Whether it's answering a phone or talking to somebody or selling an item. When you sell an item to somebody, that person is buying it because they want it, they need it, they desire it, and you are making their life easier because of it. You're bringing in some sort of happiness that only you can do by hitting that sales button, that total button, that... Are you out there in the community helping others? Are you helping somebody who just needs a door held open for them or an extra bag carried? Are you smiling at people? Are you trying to find how you can compliment somebody? Have you ever walked across the room and said, I just have to tell you that is the most gorgeous necklace I've ever seen? Or where did you get those shoes? Do you know what you do to them in that moment when you acknowledge some part of the beauty about them? Well, you raise their energy, you raise yours too. So be that beacon, be that light on top of the hill, shining brightly for everybody else. Go with the flow, enjoy today. Step into the magic of who you are. And don't get into arguments with people, and don't get, and if you do, know that today with Mercury and Mars across from each other, that, yeah, there could be eruptions. We could say something that just, where did that come from? Or something we've been holding deep inside, and we haven't had the courage or the voice to say it up till now. And know that so long as you stay grounded in it. Now remember, the minute you get angry, you've lost the fight. So don't get angry. Get grounded. Tap into your intuition, into your higher wisdom. What do you really want to come out of this? And you will see the miracle happen. And an animal card. I think today is a 5. Yesterday was a 22, so today would have to be a 5. It usually, unless it's a change of a month or a year, the numerology stays consistently day through day, day to day. So we could feel a little adventurous today. We could want to step out and enjoy ourselves. So do it. There's the moose. There's our moose telling us to stay in balance, to stay grounded. Balance, release, recalibrate, and dignity. I am only one, but I am still one. I cannot do everything, but I can still do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. How often we shy away from where we could make a difference, where we could help another, help ourselves. So know that you have a voice. Know that you have gifts and talents and abilities and a beautiful light to share with others. And though you can't do everything, you can surely not refuse to do the thing that you can do. Moose tells you it's time to realign your purpose. By looking within and noting what you are doing outwardly, you will begin to see where you need to recalibrate your life. Balance is key to enjoying your life, but many times it is lacking. You may feel as if you are a teeter-totter. Sometimes your moods are up and sometimes your moods are down, and don't allow a brief moment in time to destroy your balance. Moose walks with dignity, and it's time for you to hold your head up high and stand tall. See the beauty around you. Do not forget to be grateful today. That card came out twice for us. So it is a strong card telling us that we may be overlooking the obvious beauty and magic in our life. And take time to be grateful for yourself, for your beauty, for the things that surround you, and definitely the people that surround you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.